Hey, what's going on, all my wonderful people? This is Dashing in the 40s. Dropping my video for today, November 18th. So today was a challenge day. I have not seen Old Man Dashers yet. I literally just kind of done with my shift, and then I was already in a parking lot. So I'm like, let me just go ahead and edit this and like get everything recorded and whatnot. Um, so today it was a roller coaster day. Might as well say it was a day of Six Flags. It was up and down and up and down. It was a crazy day. I had some good orders. I had some bad orders. I had some really slow periods where I was just sitting here waiting in between orders and whatnot. So it was a crazy day. It's Tuesday, worst day. If you are a new dasher, heed this warning: do not go out on Tuesdays. Tuesdays is by far the worst day to dash, at least in my market. I mean, maybe other markets it's successful, and if so, hey, by all means, go out and get your money. But yeah, in my market, it is dreadfully slow. The worst day out of the whole week, even worse than Wednesday. And yeah, I mean, I try to make something out of nothing. So let's see how I did. So here's my ratings starting. I always showcase it because 100% transparency. That's what this channel is about. Acceptance rate 74%. So, it's still a little down, but I'm not worried about it. I can easily get it back up, especially over the weekend when I get some larger orders. Completion rate 99%. On time early 89%. Customer rating 4.9. Deliveries in the last 30 days 347, and lifetime 1989. Trying to get to 2,000 today. Let's see if we can do it. All right, so right off the bat, there we go. Oh, and by the way, I'm trying something new out. I'm trying to blur the addresses because I have haters on my page that are hitting me up and saying that I'm releasing private information by screenshotting where the customer lives, even though there's no address, yada yada, whatever. I don't leak any private information. Okay, I really don't. This is literally a screenshot, and the house icon is a proximity. It is not the actual address. You can't see the actual address from any of the screenshots that I take. But I went ahead and just blurred it out, so that way I can try to keep these people off of my back. So if you see blurry images, that's done on purpose. I'm just tired of the negativity within the last week. It's been crazy. 3 different people now. So anyways, so I get this first order right off the bat. 750 plus, 550 tips, 2.8 miles. Let's go. Good first order. Good first order. So I took that. It's from Burger King. So we got that. There you can see 14 minutes, 750. Cool. Done. Then I get this order for Staples. Now I did not take this order. Because it's going 8.1 miles and there's no tip in it. And I don't have no problem delivering, orders that don't have a tip. I'm not one of those guys like that say no tip, no trip. If it's going a few miles, but I mean 8, 9, 10 miles with no tip, yeah. And it's a shopping order. I'm not gonna do it. It was a Roku stick. There's a chance that Staples probably didn't even have it. I'm just not going to worry about it. So I declined that. And then I get this $8.25 Taco Bell. I said, okay, I'll take that. Even though I just drove past it, I had to kind of turn around and go back. But it was 5.4 miles, $8.25. I get there, obviously the doors are, closed. So I went through drive-through, got the order. The only problem with this order is the customer wanted hot coffee, but Burger King did not have the cups for hot coffee. They could only do iced coffee. So I messaged the customer. Thank goodness the customer was real communicative. They said, nope, I don't like cold coffee, hot coffee only. And I was like, well, they're out of the cups. So ultimately the customer agreed, and then grabbed the food. And as I'm making my way out the parking lot, they go and cancel the order. So it is what it is. They tell me they want it and then they cancel it. It is what it is. I still got half pay, actually a little bit more than half, because I'll show you at the end, but it ended up being $6 out of the $8.25 that I still got paid. So then as I'm driving back to zone, because that order was canceled, I get this order for Einstein Bagels, $4, 3.7 miles. No, I'm not taking that. I'm not taking that either. Now they just want to send me hot garbage. So I'm just like, whatever. I'll just decline it. I'm still high enough to where I'm not going to really worry about, falling out right now. So if they give me a couple of low orders, I'm just going to decline them. I'm not messing with this with this today. I mean, I know it's a Tuesday, but yeah, I didn't take it. And then I get this one. So I went ahead and took this. Okay. 1050, 3.3 miles. It's a Burger King and Einstein. I don't think it's the same Einstein. I think it's, obviously the same place, but I don't think it's the same order because of the mileage. Because the other Einstein bagels was like 3.7. So I think this is a different one. But yeah, I mean, still 1050 for 3.3 miles ain't bad. And Burger King and Einstein's is in the same plaza. So I went and picked them both up, got them dropped off, and there you go, $18. And then the guy for Burger King, he actually gave me another $5 tip on top of it, as you can see by that screenshot right there. So now I'm at $23. So that was good. Kind of made up a little bit for that one order that was kind of canceled, and I didn't get the full pay on it, so it was cool. So there we go. We're sitting at 23. I get this right here for Torchy's Tacos, $10.70 for 9.2 miles. I didn't want to take this. I really didn't. It's another long distance, 9-mile trip, but I did end up going ahead and taking it because I'm like, man, I don't want to just sit in the parking lot. I get too antsy. I don't know how some people can sit in parking lots for like a long time or just drive around. And I get too antsy. Like if I don't get an order, I don't know what to do with myself. So I just like, I'll just take it. It gets me on the road. It's still early enough. I can make up, some of the time, some of the money, whatever. So, got that. There you go. 33.70 for 2 hours and 12 minutes, 3 out of 6 orders. Got that completed. And then it seemed like forever to get this order. This order came in at 11:20. And it was for Jersey Mike sub, 650, 450 tips, 2.6 miles. I took that one, for sure. But yeah, that came in at 11:20, 11:33, had it dropped off. $40.20, 2 hours, 57 minutes. And then like 10 minutes later, I get this one and I declined this one too. I'm sorry, guys. I just another 9.2 miles, and I mean, I get it. You have to spend miles, especially in Colorado Springs. You have to, if you want to make money, you can't always wait for, just 2, 3, 4, 5-mile deliveries. But the thing is, the algorithm is now knowing that I'm taking these long trips, and now they're just throwing all these long trips at me, and it sucks because, if I keep denying them, it's going to tank my AR. But if I accept them, then I'm burning a lot of miles, and it's going to end up not being worth it. And I don't want to be known as that guy. Oh, he'll take any long distance. No, that's not true. You know what I'm saying? So I have to kind of show this algorithm like, okay, I will take some of them, but yeah, I'm not taking all of them. So I definitely denied this one. But I actually I didn't like the direction it was going in either. It's not so much about the miles. If it's an easier route, even if it's a little bit more miles, I'll take it. I'm going to show you the next one right here because this one was from Neaters. It was $11, $9 in tips, 10.1 miles. So that was 9.2, 10.1, so almost just an extra mile more. But this was a much easier route, so I took this one, and I had this dropped off pretty quickly. So, and the customer gave me $9 in tips. So, I mean, it wasn't that bad of an order. And I like going in there because everybody at Neaters likes me, and they're pretty friendly. They know who I am. I'm in there like all the time. Like this is probably the number one place that I deliver from. So, they know as soon as I walk in there, they're already, walking the order over to me. So, but yeah, so I got that delivered, $51.20, 3 hours and 47 minutes online time. And then I get the Sonic. I denied the Sonic too. I'm sorry. It's $3.75. The problem is that I'm having with Sonic is that I've been getting a lot of these low order Sonics, and then they're like these huge drinks. I took one a week ago, and it was like literally 6 drinks. And I mean, I don't have 6 cup holders, you know what I'm saying? And they're big. They're the 44s or whatever. So they're, and I've been getting a lot of these. So I'm not going forward. I'm not taking anything under $8 for Sonic. I'm just not going to do it just because, it's always big drinks or big milkshakes or, whatever the case may be. It's hardly ever any food. It's always drinks. And I'm wearing thin on Sonic, to be honest with you guys. So I denied that. I mean, it's not a good order at all. I mean, anybody that says that's a good order, I mean, they're smoking something. 375 for 3.7 miles. I mean, it's $1 per mile, but it's garbage. Um, so then I get this one for Chipotle. I did take this one, $5 for 2.7 miles. It was ready when I got there, which is, weird, but I'm not going to complain. Got that, dropped it off, $56.20, 4 hours and 23 minutes. Got this order from Modern Market, $6.20, 2.9 miles. I took that one. At this point, if it's not upside down, I'm taking it. So I grabbed that, delivered that. That's a duplicate. And I got to get better at deleting some of these duplicates. 62.40, 4 hours and 50 minutes. Okay. Then Five Guys Burgers and Fries, $6.20 for 3.7. I took that. I was like, man, that's really low for a Five Guys, but that's because the order was just a cheeseburger. I mean, that's just how expensive they are. The guy couldn't even afford the fries and the drink to go with it. He just got the cheeseburger. That was it, with mustard. So, got that, dropped that off. $68.60, 5.5 hours. Then I got Dave's Hot Chicken, $8.20 for 4 miles. Let's go. Took that. Finally, orders are starting to come in a little bit now. They're not lopsided. So took that, dropped that off. They're $76.80, 6 hours and 19 minutes. Then got this one. Let's go. Bird Dogs Barbecue. First time there. I don't know, since I've been doing these challenges, like I always get one restaurant that I've never been to before. But yeah, $7.20 in tips, $9.20, 6 miles. Had that dropped off pretty quickly. I think it goes around 19, 20 minutes, somewhere around there. And then there goes the $86, 6 hours and 51 minutes, 10 out of 15 offers. And then I get the Subway order. I took this one, $5.70 for 1.9 miles. Let's get this. That should be a really easy drop off. $91.70 for 7.5 miles. And then, of course, now we start getting the shopping orders that I was looking for before. But, of course, these aren't the shopping orders I want. I really do not like single-digit shopping orders. I just don't. It's a waste of time. Like, I'm not going to go to PetSmart and shop for $6.25, even though it's only 3.1 miles. I just don't feel like it. I'm at my wit's end. I'm tired. It's already 4 o'clock. I've been out all day. And I just declined it. I didn't want to deal with it. And then another shopping order from Walgreens, 4 items, 6 units, $8.75, 3.6 miles. I denied that one too. I did not take that one. And then got Modern Market, $7.50 for 5.4 miles. Let's go. I took that. This was my last drop off. Cause at this point it was 4:17. My 8 hours was like around the 4:30 mark. So I got that. There was a little bit of a wait time. I don't know why. It was just a little tiny pizza, but almost 10 minutes waiting there. And then I had to drive all the way back to like my home zone to drop it off. But there you go. $99.20 for 8 hours and 8 minutes, 12 out of 19 offers accepted. And that's what I did for the day. Well, actually it was $99.20, but it was actually plus the $6 for the canceled order. So it actually came out to $105.20. Okay. And then there's the $105.20 divided by 8. So $13.15 total garbage. And this is why I said, don't dash on Tuesdays. Just stay home. I mean, I don't know. I probably could have, looked for yard work that somebody needed or something and probably made more money. I mean, this was really not that good of a day. I mean, yeah, I hit the $100. I try to hit at least $100, but that's just my minimum. I mean, obviously I want to make more than that, right? But for Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays, my minimum is at least 100. Like if I don't hit 100 by the end of my time, I'm just going to keep going until I do. Just because it's not worth it if I make anything less than that, for the week. That $13 an hour, that's garbage. Now, as far as miles, I mean, I didn't drive that many miles, but, I triple this, double or triple on the weekends. But I started at 51,582, ended at 51,678. So I drove 96 miles today. But if you take what I made and you divide that by the 96 miles, it only comes out to $1.09 a mile. Horrible. I mean, yes, it's over $1, but it's horrible. I'm doing like $2 a mile on the weekends, so goes to show you how bad Tuesdays really are, at least in my market. And I'll make more of these video comparisons, so you can clearly see, like, it's not just an off day. Like, this is every single Tuesday. Yesterday, I actually did good because I made this amount yesterday, but I did it in 6 hours instead of 8. So I actually had a better day yesterday. But yesterday I got shopping orders. Today I didn't get none until the end of my shift, and then they were like $8 and $9 shopping orders, where yesterday I was getting $30 shopping orders. So it really depends. It just really depends. But my ending, so 73% acceptance rate. I started at a 74. So I only went down 1% even with all those declines. So I'll get that back up by this weekend. No worries. My completion rate went up back to 100. I'm so glad about that. It was at 99. It was at 100 for a long time. And then, like I said, I had that one order. I had no choice but to deliver. I was having car issues. And then it dropped me down to a 99. But now I'm back up to 100. So I should be there for a while. On time or early, 89%. Still need to get that up. It's just it's a grind getting that category up. It really is. Like I've gotten it up to 91% before. That's the most, and then it drops back down to 90, 89, back up to 90, 89. Like, it's just, I don't know. That I think it's based off my lifetime deliveries. It's not like some of the other on time rates where it's based off your rolling 100. So it's based off lifetime. And I know earlier on in my stage, I wasn't on time that well, not like I am now. So. Customer rating 4.9, deliveries in the last 30 days 360, and lifetime 1998. I tried so hard to get 2,000 today, and I fell short. But the good thing is I'll get it tomorrow, because I just need 2 deliveries now to get my 2K. So that was it. So I hope that was somewhat educational for you guys. But yeah, 105.20 was my final day for a Tuesday off of 8 straight hours. So yeah, until next time, guys, I hope you're out there doing well. I hope you're making money. Hope you're grinding. You're getting it. And be safe, and peace out.